What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be covering why planning tomorrow today is very important and why it would be beneficial to you to get in the habit of doing so. Hello and welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to cover the importance of planning tomorrow, today, and why you should get in the habit of doing so. Did you know that every single minute truly planning saves 10 minutes in execution? With that being said, you guys, the most important thing that you could do for yourself is to plan everything for tomorrow, today. How often do you start your day with little direction around what to do? Maybe you've got a general idea of the day's game plan, but if you haven't taken the time to truly write down and write your day down in advance, odds are that you're going to be less likely to achieve your goals. Now, disciplined leaders make daily planning a habit because they know this keystone habit can trigger a multitude of benefits. Aren't you guys? And for starters, planning ahead for tomorrow reduces stress. It's a proactive approach for controlling your schedule versus allowing it to control you. And it also gives you a chance to build daily structure. You can prioritize your activities to align with and support your vital factors or those key measures of your business's health. Finally, just writing down the plan matters. And research has actually shown that when you get it down in black and white ink on your notepad, the odds of completing those to-dos goes up. So just follow the example of disciplined leaders and carve out the time at each day's end to identify what you really need to accomplish tomorrow. Here's how to make planning for tomorrow a success today. Let's start it off with schedule your planning. Simply block out 10 minutes every afternoon to do this exercise. Particularly if you think you'll struggle with remembering to do it, put it down in your calendar and set a reminder to do this, at 4:50 p.m. every day. Or another option would be to do it right before you turn in for the night, right before you go to sleep. Just keep sticky notes in a pen right next to your bed or a notepad as a visual reminder to make your list before you turn off the light. What I have found is that when I do this, it is truly easier for me to relax and fall asleep. Next morning when I wake up, I can immediately see on the sticky note exactly what the day's priorities are. And the key is to remember to grab that sticky note, to grab that notepad, and to take it with you before you head off for the day. Aren't you guys? Or just transfer it to your notes on your phone for all you tech savvy guys. Now the second thing is to focus on what's vital. Don't create a long laundry list of items. Just focus on a shorter hit list. Say 5 to 7 items or possibly even 10 items. Of those, identify the top 3 that will deliver the greatest impact. If everything seems equally important, single out what most closely aligns with your vital goals. And circling the ones that are the most time sensitive. Alright guys, these should be your top 3 priorities for the day, or where your focus should be. And another tip is just to simply ask yourself, what can I delegate? Is there anything on that list that could be assigned to someone else first thing in the morning? If so, just simply do it. Alright, so now let's talk about planning for distraction. Now, time is limited, yet there's no end to daily distractions. So take control of how you manage those distractions as best as you can. Just simply think ahead about what normally interrupts your ability to make progress towards your daily goals. Identify time wasters, everything from too much hanging around the water cooler to reading emails every couple of minutes that to come in, or scrolling on Facebook, checking out influencers pages, etc. Something as simple as turning off your email notifications so the visual or audible cues aren't pulling you away from your priority project can truly help. Then just set aside the time to address the distractions. Perhaps say 20 minutes in the late morning and again in the late afternoon. The goal is to not allow these activities to control you and your day. And once you actually have this list, you have an actual track to run on. And by doing this is going to be clarifying your thinking. And if you actually start working from a list, you're going to increase productivity and output by 25% the first day. All right, you guys, all successful people work from lists. And another way to organize your day is to simply set your priorities at the top of your list, but don't rush into them. Look over your list and apply the 80-20 rule. Just stick with what's most important task first until you are finished. You can increase productivity by 50% by simply finishing the most important first. All right, you guys. And if you just focus on these 3 things, you're going to be able to increase, your productivity almost overnight, if not. The 3 things: start with a list, organize the list by priority, and start and complete your most important task first. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this training video. I'll see you in the next one.